without end their joyful tone to every home.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Might as well board up the main door. Put a tall bookcase in front of it. Make use of the space. Since nobody sees the one I'm trying to use it!
Nicholas, is it? Are you a married gentleman?
Not in my nature. Certainly not to a songbird, but couldn't stop singing if her life depended on it.
Oh, so glad you've returned. I meant to give you a donation when you were here last, but slipped my mind, you know? Thinking about writing a story for the children and all. Ah, yeah. There you are. I think you'll find it more than satisfactory.
Thank you, sir. I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I am now confident that my play shall contain parts for all you ladies. Should you like to return tomorrow around tea time? Well, carry on then. I have lots of writing to do before I retire this evening.
Merry Christmas!
Howdy ho!
Well, I think that you again have collaborated with Mr. Charles Dickens to the point where you should receive some credit.
I have? You do?
And here it is.
My word!
Exactly. Merry Christmas, Nicholas.
How's everyone doing? About ready?
I am to be Scrooge. He said I was typecast, whatever that means.
What's great fun?
Fun? Fun? I haven't had this much fun since the tax collector discovered I was really alive and I'm buried under a pauper's grave.
Why do I think that?
Something about an obituary. He ran in the Daily Telegraph.
Nicholas, how could you?
Quite creative, aren't we, Nicholas?
Quite original, I was thinking.
Papa's grave. Good idea. Yes. Who has the pages for scene 6?
Here we are.
Seems there are no bounds to my inspirational efforts.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready?
Yes.
Do you know all of your cues? Wonderful. Thank you, my dear. I doubt this little story will have much commercial success, but should it lead to even one performance in public, I think that performance should begin with the singing of a Christmas carol.
That would make a lovely title for the story.
Katie?
A Christmas Carol. It'll never catch on. Too trite. This story needs something ominous, a mysterious title.
Well, I think A Christmas Carol is a lovely name. So do I.
Well, what do you think, Nicholas?
I'm not sure, Mr. Dickens. I'll have to think on that a while. It does seem rather plain, I must say.
Ah, yes, well, I shall take that under advisement. Places!
Old Marley was as dead as a doornail. No doubt, Marley was dead. This must be distinctly understood, or nothing wonderful can come of the story we are about to relate. Scrooge never painted out old Marley's name. There it stood, years afterward, above the warehouse door, Scrooge and Marley. The firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people knew to the business called Scrooge, Scrooge. Sometimes Sometimes Mum. Scrooge answered to both names. It was all the same to him. Oh, but what a tight-fisted hand on the grindstone, Scrooge. What a clutching, grasping, scraping, covetous old sinner. Once upon a time, on of all the good days of the year, Christmas Eve, Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. It was cold, biting, wintry weather, foggy withal, and Scrooge could hear people in the courtyard outside go wheezing up and down, beating their hands upon their breasts and stamping feet on paving stones to warm them. Scrooge sat with his desk positioned such that he could keep his eye on his clerk, who in the dismal little cell was copying letters. Scrooge kept a small fire, so very small that it seemed like a single coal. The clerk was frightfully cold, but he could not replenish the fire. Scrooge kept the coal pail by his desk.
Mr. Scrooge, might I have a bit more coal, sir?
I gave you 2 pieces not 3 hours ago. It's nearly the dinner hour. I believe we shall save the rest of the coal for tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Tomorrow's Christmas Day.
Oh, that again. I expect you want the entire day of leisure tomorrow?
I had hoped.
Uncle Scrooge, Merry Christmas. No, a very Merry Christmas.
Bah! Humbug.
Christmas, a humbug. Oh, surely you can't mean that, Uncle.
I very well do. What right do you have to be merry? You're poor enough. What is Christmas to you but a chance to pay for entertainment, for merriment with money you do not have? You find yourself a year older and not a penny richer.
Well, what right do you have to be so dismal? You're rich enough. I think Christmas has done me some good. Even if it's not put a coin in my pocket, I say God bless it.
Well said, sir.
One more sound out of you, Cratchit, and you'll have more than one day at leisure for Christmas, or you shall lose your situation.
Uncle, that is no way to welcome Christmas. Now please, this year, accept my invitation to dine with us on Christmas Day.
No, thank you. You keep Christmas your way and allow me to keep it in mine.
But you don't keep it.
Then let me leave it alone then. Good afternoon.
I feel sorry for you, Uncle. But all the same, Merry Christmas.
Good afternoon!
And to you, Mr. Cratchit, may you and your family have a very Merry Christmas this year.
Thank you, Mr. Friend, and you too.
Christmas. Bah!
Mr. Scrooge and Marley, I take it. Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
Well, you'd have some difficulty addressing Mr. Marley, as he has been dead these 7 years. Died 7 years ago this very night.
Passed away on Christmas Eve? How sad.
At this very festive season, we have come soliciting a contribution for provisions for the poor and destitute, who suffer greatly.
Are the prisons and the workhouses still in operation?
Oh, I'm afraid they are.
The treadmill and poor law are still in full vigor then? From what you had said, I was afraid something that stayed them from their useful course. I only support those institutions through the high taxes that are levied.
Many would rather die than go to those places.
Then let them, and decrease the surplus population.
Dear God, surely you don't mean that. How much can I put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I do not make myself merry at Christmas, and I cannot afford to make idle people merry. Good day!
Oh, I see. Good day to you, sir. And a very Merry Christmas.
Christmas. A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December. Reminds me, you'll want the whole day tomorrow.
It's only once a year, sir.
I'll expect you all the earlier the next day.
Oh, I will. Indeed, I will, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And Merry Christmas, sir.
Ah, Christmas. Ah! It's a humbug. It's been a tiring day with merriment about me.
Have you ever encountered such a miserly old man with so little compassion for the human race?
No, and I hope never do again.
I hope he gets what he deserves this Christmas.
Darkness. I like darkness. It's cheap. Midnight. Doesn't seem possible. I'm very tired, but I fear I shall not be able to sleep. I must be working too hard. If that were possible. That door knocker looked like Marley's face this night. Have I gone mad? How did you get in here? I locked all the doors myself. What business do you have here? What do you want of me?
March.
Who are you?
Ask me who I was.
Was? Oh! Very well, if you're so particular. Who were you?
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley. Your friend. Do you believe in me?
I do not. You're likely the result of a disorder of the stomach. A piece of undigested beef, a bit of stale cheese, an undercooked potato.
Do you believe in me or not?
I do. Oh, dreadful ghost, why do you trouble me?
I have little time here, so listen well. These chains were forged in life, link by link, yard by yard. Do you know the length and weight of your own chain, Ebenezer Scrooge? 7 years ago, it was as heavy and as long as this one.
My chain?
Since dating my life, I did not go forth with my spirit and travel among my fellow men with an open heart. I am condemned to wander for eternity, bound in these chains I made for myself. No rest, no peace, incessant torture of remorse. I especially suffer at this time of year, as I am unable to lift my eyes to the blessed star.
Pray, speak comfort to me, Jacob.
No! Comfort? I have no comfort to give. But hear me now. I'm here to warn you. You have but one chance to escape my fate. Or worse.
Or worse? What possibly could be worse?
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
That is my chance. I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot escape. The first will be when the bell tolls 1. The second, at the same time the following night. The third will be when the clock strikes midnight the following night. Goodbye, Ebenezer. Look to see me no more.
Couldn't I take them all at one time? Jacob? It must have been a dream. I don't believe in ghosts. cold this night. 1 o'clock! The first beard will arrive! Bah! Sort of humbug.
Ebenezer! Ebenezer! Ebenezer!
Who are you? A ghost?
A Christmas past, silly. Were you not awaiting me? And I prefer apparition. Ghost is so morbid, don't you think? When one thinks of ghost, a vision of paleness, of slow and mysterious movement comes to mind. I am none of that. I feature myself as the life of the party, not the death of one.
You said Christmas past. Long past.
Oh, and I have such human qualities. Never can I remember where I put my wand. I am getting so forgetful. I do love to travel, although getting there is now more than half the fun. Now, let's see. You asked about the past. I mean your past. Ebenezer Scrooge. Come with me, and I will show you.
Come with you? Am I dead? Am I dying? Are you taking me to...
No. You'll see.
Why, it's old Fezziwig! Old Mr. Fezziwig, the kindest heart that ever was. I used to work with him when I was a lad. Oh, to see him again.
Hello there, Ebenezer! Do you not know that it's Christmas Eve? No more work this day, my boy, for it is a holiday. Everyone clear the floor and choose a partner. It's time for a Christmas dance. Ebenezer, your lovely belle awaits you. Come, come, it's Christmas!
Wonderful party, God. Thank you for the invitation.